What's up, guys? I'm back. Sorry, just getting adjusted here. But yeah, I got a little bit of a rest today. I want to say it was kind of more of a nap, even though I didn't. I know I got like at least 5.5 hours of sleep. I mean, I don't feel super tired. I'm pretty energetic right now, actually, because I got up early and I went to my. It was probably loud. Sorry. I went to my son's basketball practice. Just I sat there and watched, and I don't just like watch my kid and all that stuff. I look at the whole team, and I'm like wondering how they're gelling and everything like that. I never had the chance to do that with my oldest kid because they didn't allow anyone in the gym, which is pretty messed up. But I don't know. That wasn't my choice as a coach. I thought he was cool, but like when stuff came into play, like we didn't have no hands on, so I couldn't even see him practice or anything, like except for if he went to the school which had lower hoops. It just wasn't the same. So whatever. But anyways, I love going to their practices. Just not watching like their plays or anything like that. It's just seeing how they mesh well together. I never got a chance to do that with myself either because I went to different high schools, but I only got to play one time for one high school, and it was like a short period of time, like one game, and then I moved. It kind of sucked. But anyways, I love it because I just love basketball. Basketball teaches, I think, a lot more about life in general because you're playing against 5 people, at all times, unless some weird thing happens and you only have 4 people or 3 people. But anyways, like you're playing against people, so like whether they're a girl or boy, it doesn't matter, man or woman, doesn't matter. You're looking at them as a person. You're seeing their reactions, how they do things, and that's what teaches you about basketball and playing against different people. Like you learn about them, and even in that short period of time, because you learn their mannerisms and the things that they do while they're dribbling. That's a lot about life in general. Like growing up, learning the things that you learn it from other people or TV or wherever you're getting your information, but it teaches you life. So like paying attention to it all, it does mean something, because even when someone screws up, that's your cue not to, like that's your cue to do the things that people did that probably weren't the best thing. And even if there's no one around, even if there's no one watching you still know what you did, so I tell my kids, if you just want to be a good person, just be a good person all the time. It makes it easier. Not brainwashing them or anything like that. It's reality. Like everything you do matters. You're growing up, so everything you do, it multiplies itself the more times you do it. So like if you want to do this, you might be better at it, but you will never know if you don't go and do it, so trying to be a good person is just, it's an easy thing to do. Not always, things happen, but I don't think like out of 100 times, like I would say at least 90 times, for me at least, I would choose to do the better thing, and it just always depends on the situation. But for me myself, I care who I am, so that comes along with knowing what people think about you. Like I don't want people to think that I'm some douchebag or anything like that. I'm a happy person, and sometimes people don't get my jokes or don't get my optimism. They don't get why I'm so positive. They don't get it, and it's because they don't realize what life really is. It's you have certain interactions, and sometimes they're limited, and you got that small amount of time to, either make a good impression or bad impression, whether that would be, because of they don't know your backstory and everything else, and that's okay. But just seeing someone else being positive doesn't mean it has to be a negative just because you're negative. But that's just me. I try to spread it, and I always have, even when it's probably not the best thing to do all the time. But I like happiness because I have big fat cheeks, and I've always had big fat cheeks, and they're there for a reason, because I smile a lot, and I'm gonna have big fat cheeks when I get old. I used the application to see what I would look like when I was older, and yeah, I figured I would kind of look like that. I kind of look like Santa Claus, to be honest. I don't know about the beard. I don't think I'll rock that beard. I'm not like that. I think this is as far as I like it. I mean, when I was younger, I used to get it longer, but and then I would braid it. It was weird. Anyways, but no, this is good enough, because this is like weird. Anyways, it's like I dyed it, but I didn't. I don't know if you can see it really well. Anyways, but yeah, that's really about it, guys. I really didn't do much today. I have some items being sent back to me from Amazon. I have some items I'm getting reimbursed for. I sent off the things that I was supposed to send off from Amazon and eBay, to customers. That's about it, though. I mean, not every day is going to be always business with me. Not every day. It just really depends what's going on that day, and then I make my choices on whether I would feel more better or happier doing that thing at that time, rather than chasing the money. Because for me, I know what I'm going to do, even if that takes time, but I would rather still be there for my family, if I can. Now, of course, things happen, and sometimes I have to change it up, but there's more dire needs than others, and I'm a very good parent when it comes to being there for my kids. I always have been, even those times I didn't want to do it or go because of how boring things are, and how long you have to sit in there, and how hot it gets in a gym. I mean, it's tiring and frustrating sometimes, but you're not there for you. You're there for them, and it means more to them than it does to you, because they're growing up, and you have to be in their head, in their mindset, not yours. And that's just the way I think about it. People have different outlooks in life, and that's how you build your life, and that's you. But I'm just happy. Yeah, I'm gonna get going, guys. I know times might get a little bit short coming up soon. Winter's still kicking up. It's clear right now, but you never know. I'd come anytime. But even if I don't get these long messages out, however I'm feeling or what I'm doing or whatever it is, just know that I am being selfish. This is for me. I want to know who I am. So this isn't for anyone else. But if it does help you, that's awesome. And I hope you have a great season basketball. And I'm looking forward to it, even though I'm not going to be able to make it to all the games. But I'm there. That's about it. I'll talk to you later, guys. Have a great night.